This week was about loosening the grip, about remembering that control is an illusion, and that real power comes from surrender. Surrender isn't weakness, it's not giving up, it's giving over. Trust isn't a thought, it's not an idea, it's a frequency. And in the simulation, the more you cling, the more resistance you create. The more you release, the more the field aligns. Week 26 was about stepping into that paradox. Power beyond control. Monday, let go of the grip. Lao Tzu said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." Proverbs teaches, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." 3, 5, the tighter you grip, the less control you truly have. We've all felt it, trying to hold on to a relationship past its season, micromanaging work until we choke creativity, gripping so tightly that the very thing we want slips through our hands. Science confirms this. Overcontrol triggers anxiety, keeps the body in fight or flight, and reduces effectiveness. Letting go calms the nervous system, opens clarity, and restores perspective. In the simulation, clinging distorts the field. Releasing lets the current carry you to alignment. On Monday, we practiced letting go of one thing. Maybe it was easing off an expectation, releasing an old story, or dropping the urge to control someone else. And we discovered, when the grip softened, space opened, and in that space, something new could arrive. Tuesday, trust is a frequency. The Quran says, "And whoever relies upon Allah, then he is sufficient for him." 65:3. Buddha reminds us, when the mind is undisturbed, the way becomes clear. Trust is not a thought, it's a frequency. You can say, "I trust," but if your nervous system is vibrating with fear, doubt, and tension, the field feels that. Trust isn't what you say, it's what you carry. Science shows that trust shifts the body from survival state into growth mode. It lowers cortisol, opens oxytocin, and allows clearer thinking. In the simulation, trust doesn't just comfort you, it broadcasts stability, and that stability becomes contagious. On Tuesday, we practiced choosing trust once, even if we didn't know the outcome, even if the path wasn't visible. Just choosing to hold trust as a vibration. And we discovered, when trust is chosen, fear loosens its grip, and the next step reveals itself. Wednesday, surrender is not defeat. The Quran says, "Indeed, the religion in the sight of Allah is Islam." 3:19. Islam meaning surrender. Jesus prayed, "Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." Matthew 6:10. Surrender isn't giving up, it's giving over. It's not collapse, it's clarity. It's the recognition that you don't need to control every thread because the weave of the field is larger than you. Science confirms, surrender reduces stress, increases clarity, and opens problem-solving capacity. The more we try to force control, the more blind we become. In the simulation, surrender opens doors control could never unlock. On Wednesday, we practiced surrender once, letting go of one fight, one resistance, one internal battle, and we felt how peace returned the moment we stopped wrestling the field. Surrender isn't defeat, it's alignment with something bigger. Thursday, beyond your own strength. Taoist wisdom, the wise man relies on the way, not on himself. Paul wrote, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians 12:9. Your strength has limits, your source does not. Ego says, "I must carry it all myself." Wisdom says, "I lean into the source, and in that leaning I grow stronger." Science supports this. Humility increases resilience and opens cooperation. Acknowledging limits reduces stress and builds stronger relationships. In the simulation, ego clinging isolates you. Surrender to source connects you and multiplies strength. On Thursday, we leaned beyond ourselves, maybe in prayer, maybe in meditation, maybe in simply saying, "I don't have to hold this alone." And we discovered, when we stop clinging to ego, we tap into something vast. A strength that doesn't come from performance, but from alignment. Friday, trust shapes tomorrow. Galatians teaches, "Whatever you sow, you will reap." 6:7. The Quran says, "Indeed, Allah loves those who rely upon Him." 3:159. Trust isn't just for today, it shapes tomorrow. Science proves this. Repeated states rewire the brain. Trust practice daily reshapes perception, strengthens resilience, and changes long-term outcomes. In the simulation, trust doesn't just carry you through a moment, it creates the field of your future. On Friday, we chose trust as a way of being, not as an idea, but as an embodied state. And in doing so, we planted the seeds of tomorrow's climate. because the world you walk into tomorrow is built by the trust you hold today. Closing Reflection Week 26 was about the paradox of power. We discovered that letting go gives us more control than gripping ever could. We remembered that trust isn't words, but frequency. We realized surrender isn't defeat, it's the doorway to peace. We leaned beyond ego, tapping into a source that never runs dry, and we saw that trust today builds tomorrow's field. Surrender is not collapse, it's the ultimate alignment. Trust is not naivety, it's energetic intelligence. Because in the simulation, force bends nothing, but surrender shifts everything. This week you loosened the grip, you released control, you remembered that the field carries more than you ever could alone. This is transcendent reality. Live the code.